guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the air, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Markway.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, it's a running room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of...
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Hardy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Missouri wants to go fast. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can
wide open spaces. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Up to 44 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ball game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Dances away to buy time. Catch in the middle, it's Ives. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got his man out of the backfield. Turning on the Jets. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Johnson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Nebraska 14, Missouri 7.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Grab behind the line. It's Markway. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield. It's Key. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Huskers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Knocked down for the tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. This quarterback part of their running game. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Indy's down at the 41. That's a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Give to the running back. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Scrambling away. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Snagged on the outside, it's Johnson.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. It's on target and complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's a seam wide open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pulls it in, it's Hardy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Missouri wants to go fast. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback making checks. On the ground, it's Roberts. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Four wide out set, two on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Huskers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Turning it on. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Now on the move. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the game. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Cornhuskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
On the play.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Huskers are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Four receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Gain of 6. It's third down. Nebraska 35, Missouri 21.
So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's reeled in. It's key. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Looking for room. It's eyes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Got it set up on the outside. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Georgia Southern. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Roberts. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has...
There he goes. All out of space. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. The give to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to the toss. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Roberts. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And off to Jones. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Now, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the player.